Hey guys, so today we're gonna be doing, I don't know what to call this, 60s, 70s style makeup, festival vibes makeup tutorial? I don't know, that's what I'm gonna call it. Who knows what the title will be, but that's what we're gonna do. If you're new, my name is Alex, and you should stick around. Or don't. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face with the MAC Studio Radiance Primer. I've been peeling in this area because I was getting all these breakouts and I kind of went at it hard with the benzoyl peroxide. So I'm gonna focus this on the outer perimeter of my face and underneath my eyes for hydration, and then also around the area of my chin where I'm peeling. I gotta prime the lips too, so I'm using Auric in Bare. This is the Plush Ritual. I'm gonna apply that with the little green whale. And then I have redness, obviously, because I've had irritated skin. So I'm going to just go in with a little bit of the Makeup Forever, I was gonna say Spot Conceal, redness corrector. Have not been able to find a good drugstore dupe for this. So if you know of any ones that aren't extremely mattifying or drying, please let me know. NYX used to have one and they discontinued it for some crazy reason. That used to be my go-to. And then finally, I'm just using a tiny bit of the Hourglass Vanish Primer just around here, just because it's where I get oiliness and large pores and stuff. So you don't have to use 3 primers, but you know how it goes. What am I doing? I'm gonna color correct with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in Light Ivory, which honestly, dude, I should probably pick up a new one. I was at CVS the other day and I saw it and I was like, I should just replace this because Lord knows it's probably expired at this point. I'm just gonna blend that out with a little brush. This is from Sigma. Now for my foundation, I'm going to use, actually this is brand new. I just picked this up again. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Tinted BB Moisturizer. So many words, in Ivory. This is like my go-to everyday kind of foundation, I guess. It's a tinted moisturizer. It's got SPF 20, and my old one was just probably really expired. So I decided to pick up a new one. With a damp sponge, I've been using the Fenty one from her like Super Bowl thing. I don't think it's available anymore, but any beauty blender is gonna be fine. I just use a sponge until it's like completely dead. So I'm focusing this in the areas where I just like need a little more coverage, which is right now the center of my face. And then I'm slowly blending out to the rest of my face. For my concealer, I'm going to use L'Oreal Infallible. This is in the shade Ivory as well. Some really light highlighting and concealing. This is an excellent drugstore full coverage concealer. So if you have dark circles or if you just like more coverage in general, like for other spots of your face, this is fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna be using a new contour. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand contour. This one is in the shade Fair Light. I used this for the first time the other day and I like painted it on. It's actually very pigmented, so you do not need to do that. It's actually, it's got this little like applicator. It works best if you dot it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And obviously hit all the contour areas. I've changed things up a little bit since I did that filter tutorial. And then I'm going to blend that out with my secret brush. I'm gonna start with the cheekbones. Onto the jaw. So since I did that filter tutorial, I've kind of been focusing my contour more on the very outer perimeter of my face. And then as I bring it in this way, kind of like dragging it underneath my chin. And then for the forehead, I like to just kind of follow my natural hairline, bringing it in a little bit at the temples, but just make the whole thing look a little bit smaller than it is. A little more refined. My bangs usually cover it up anyway, but I need that definition everywhere. I'm just using the BKA 504 brush to blend out my lip and nose contour. Ziva, can you be quiet? Ziva, what are you doing? All right, I'm gonna dust a little bit of the Haus Labs powder. It's just in the center of my face, the areas that get like a little bit oily. So mostly in the center of my face, and then just patting in the areas that I needed a little bit more coverage, so I'm not removing any of that coverage. And then for just underneath my eyes, you already know I'm using the Halo Glow from e.l.f. All right, for my blush, I'm gonna use Sigma. This is the Coral Dawn blush right here. So focusing that on the top of my cheekbone, bringing it up to my temple a little bit, basically just like all around the high point of my cheekbone. All right, let's get into the eyes because this is gonna be the fun part. So I'm gonna prime with my e.l.f. Sheer Eye Primer. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that Haus Labs powder and just set from like the crease up. So I'm gonna start off with, dude, look at how freaking cute these are. These are the little About Face mini eye paints, which I'm obsessed with. I'm gonna start off with the green one, which is Vertigo Flowers. And I'm going to trace this above my crease, all the way like from the inner and outer. I just said that backwards, but it's fine. And then I'm using this little brush by the Yano series. This is the brush number 1. I'm just going to blend that back and forth. Then I'm gonna grab Soooo from the Melt Electrip palette. Electrip, this guy right here, on my Rephr 03 brush. And I'm gonna focus that like right in between, basically like right in the middle of that light green. Just like slowly building up that pigment on top of that light green. This is gonna look really weird until we have eyebrows on, so just bear with me. Okay, for the center of the lid, I'm gonna go all over it with, it's Blitz also from About Face. Focusing it closer to the lash line, and then as I get up there, I'm just gonna go back in with my Yano series brush and kind of like diffuse around the edges. And then I'm gonna grab Blue Heaven from the palette. Can you be quiet outside, please? Can we have quiet? And using my Sigma E54 brush, I'm going to pack that all over the lid. So now we have this icy blue on top, but as I turn, you can kind of see this almost green shift that's coming from the blue mixing with that yellow underneath. All right, I'm gonna use this white gel cream eyeliner from ColourPop. I'm gonna place this all up in my waterline, and then I'm gonna drag it following my lower lash line just like that on the outer corner, and a little bit on the inner corner as well, right here. All right, I'm going back in with Soooo to build this up a little bit more because I was realizing that it's just like not even at all. I'm also just going to kind of like extend it down towards the end now. All right, I'm gonna pick up Bang from the Melt palette on my Rephr 28 brush, and I'm gonna build that up just underneath that white on my lower lash line. And then using this flat definer brush from Sigma, this is the E15, I'm gonna pick up Reefer from the palette, this dark brown. And I'm gonna place that in that gap right between the white and the peach color that we put down. Now I'm going to use No Queen Blues Mini from About Face. And I'm going to use that to define this upper eyelid area. So I can't talk to you while I do this, but like right in between that green. And I'm going to use that same blue to do a liner on my upper lash line. I'm going to thicken it a little bit on the outer corner and then just bring it down just above that white. All right, I'm going to set my brows with some Pears soap. And while I wait for that to set, I'm just going to lightly curl my lashes and apply the Give Beauty mascara. And then for my upper and lower lashes, I'm going to use these from Ardell, which are the double up flares or something. And I'm going to use these to supplement my lashes. So I did 3 on the lower lash line and then just 2 on the outer corner of the upper lash line just to add like a little bit of volume there. But I'm not trying to give my eyes like a lift or anything. I'm going to finish off my brows with the Taupe Brow Tint Pen? What's this called? Yeah, Brow Tint Pen. I completely forgot the name of it. But I want to keep them just like really natural looking. Just really lightly to give them a little bit more shape. For my lips, I'm going to do a little bit of lining with the Tower 28 Work of Art liner. And then for the center of my lips, I'm going to go in with Zaddy from Melt Cosmetics. All right, guys, and this is the finished look, up close and personal. What do we think? I feel like I've gotten a lot of requests recently for like 60s, 70s makeup and also something festival appropriate. And I just feel like 60s, 70s is like festival vibes, you know? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know if you recreate this or wear something like this. Maybe this inspires you to do some, you know, bold lashes, everything kind of going down, sleepy, twiggy-esque. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in beauty and makeup stuffs. And let me know what you want to see next. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully. Hopefully on your end, not like I'll be there. Hopefully you are. I gotta go.